Hello again, everyone. This robot has moved out of place, and I actually had nothing to do with it. I think. Is the game glitchy? Could be the case.
Oh, lots of cogs. This has to be the robot's mechanism.
So,
Lots of cogs in varying sizes and shapes.
vary with a Y, not a double I. Come on, writers, step it up. I'm not giving you a pass for that one.
None of these cogs are the right size. Core, please analyze the rest of the mechanism and tell me if you can find a cog that's similar to this one.
Yes, the mechanism was altered in one place and a cog of the same type was used.
Great, save the information. We have to be able to move it over here somehow.
Well, it's part of the robot mechanism.
Okay.
A multi-purpose room. There are wheels attached. There are wheels attached.
Oh, that's not how it works. Let's see, Oh, okay, that happens automatically, it seems. So, what we need to do is basically use the cranks to move the robot around.
Show me the cogs and highlight the ones we're looking for in green. There has to be some way of getting the ones we need to the maintenance tab.
And apparently, for some unknown reason, these cogs move around to these bearings. What we need to do is get the green little guy down here. Key things to keep in mind. These gaps are not glitches in the rendering. They are actually stops in, well, the direction of travel. What we need to do is move this robot so that the green cog eventually, like, gets down here. I think I said as much. So at a glance, I would say that the paths we have to choose from would be sending it down this way or this way. Or we could just skip the minigame. But we also need to do it, or, well, click these movement directions in a way that the robot can actually travel. Well, let's just see what we can do. Okay, so that moves them that way. I'll just move it back and... Game! Stop being annoying. Not what I wanted you to do. There we go. Yeah, by the way, if you do this in a limited number of steps, you get a trophy. What do you fancy my chances are for actually getting that trophy now? Me neither. Okay, will you come down this way? You will not. Okay, how about if I just move this way? Yeah, now we are cooking. Or something. Uh-huh. Not a bad deal. Like that then, maybe? No? Yeah, basically, this is all just trial and error. Okay, whatever. I've been horsing around too much with this. I'll just skip it.
Yes, I did it. The cog is sitting in the maintenance area and I can reach it.
But I insist that I was able to finish this on my own on my first playthrough. With a lot of trial and error, to be fair.
That's the cog I need. But I can't get it out with my bare hands.
But it is entirely possible. Just very annoying. And to get that trophy for limited moves, you will definitely need a walkthrough. Or you'll have to pay more attention to how the gears move than I do.
Yes, got it.
The one does not discount or exclude the other. Okay, now we go back to the incinerator and just cause some cause some engineering to happen. And there we go.
I have the tools, and the mechanism is repaired. Let's give it a try. Yes! Oh, it's working! Just a little more. That's it. I guess I'll need that robot in the storage room, so I'll take the cog with me again.
So we'll have to remember to put the cog back in the robot mechanism, or that thing
Wow.
will not work.
This facility is huge. Is this the garbage incineration?
Correct. Garbage, rubble, and any flammable materials are burned here. The resulting heat is used to generate power.
Burning stuff for electricity? That's a bit antediluvian.
At that time, this crude technology ensured independence from energy cells that were not known to work on this planet. A certain amount of energy is always stored to ensure the facility can power up.
So we just push a button, the power turns on, and we can use the communications console?
Not correct. Firstly, we need to activate the remaining energy via the console. Then we can use the machine and transport materials to the furnace to activate it. Once the facility has reached its full capacity, all systems will be active and we can continue.
By the way, I just looked up this word antediluvian because I hadn't heard it before. Apparently it means, well, something that we did before the time of the flood. That is, the biblical flood with Noah and the ark and all that lovely nonsense. Meaning it is very, very ancient. I don't know about that though. kind of seems like biofuels in a way. Well, anyway, we have things to do, so let's do the things.
Oh boy. That's a lot of buttons and levers.
There should be a round green button labeled push to close. Here it is. Push it. Very good. The remaining energy is powering the console. I have also gained access to the console. Scanning manual.
You're a fast reader, right?
Yes, done. By pressing here, you will enable the use of the remaining energy for the machines in this room.
Nice.
To power up the facility, you must activate the mechanism that loads the material from the silo into the cart. That would be this lever over here.
Beauty.
Now push the cart forwards. Use this.
Uh-oh.
Nothing happened. And it didn't sound too good either.
Next is the crane. You can open and move it at this desk here.
Nothing. It's all rusted through. Too dirty or just broken. I can't move it while it's in that state.
We need the cart and the crane to activate the garbage disposal. Otherwise, we will not be able to use the station's communications console to call for help.
Okay, well, we have energy at least. Now, we need to look at this too. It's called like when I look at the crane. After use, clean, pull up. Alright, so roll up against it and open bucket. That is important. So, someone left the bucket closed before, and yeah, you can see some kind of residue here, which means we can't open it. Oh well. We'll deal with that eventually.
The cart has become immobile due to mineral deposits and rust. We must find a way to move it again.
There's some interesting stuff here. Maybe I can use some of it.
Chainsaw, saw chain, and a silicon gun. Sure, let's just pick that out of the trash. At least she's wearing gloves.
It's not holding anything in place, so I can take it with me.
Okay. Now we do have 3 tasks. That is to free the crane, oil those rails, and yeah, making the cart move. So let's go to that door we couldn't open before. Because now we have the tool to open it. Namely this wedge-shaped thing here.
Well, at least it fits. With just a bit of force. Yes! My fingers can fit through now. Thin sesame! The research lab. I bet Tony would have felt right at home here.
Now, to save yourself at least one trip.
These plants are dying, but they're not quite dead yet.
On planets like this one, they often use plants that can survive even in the harshest of conditions. Their fruits are cultivated in such a way that they can produce new crops even after a long time has passed.
Grab one of these fruits, is what I meant to say. But the game had a lot more things to say in between.
Yes, these yellow fruits are still fresh. I'll take one with me. It might come in handy. A laser generator that normally belongs to a cutting device. Pretty dangerous to just leave lying around here. There are also some notes and a drawing. The laser cutter we used in our last mission could not be salvaged. Only the generator itself, as well as the power cell, are still functional. You're right. You need some form of defense. I wish I could give you more, but I don't have time. Here are some instructions on how I would do it. Be extremely careful. Defense against what? I'll put these notes aside. They're on some sort of scale. I might need them. And I'll take the rest with me. The glass flask. What would chemistry be without it?
Interesting in different ways, for sure. Oh, and let's get these.
Lots of bottles with chemical inscriptions. They're all empty.
Oh, no fun.
Small laboratory cabinet. It's locked.
Do I have any keys? Well, depends on your definition of keys, I guess.
I found this with the laser generator. Some sort of sketch or manual on how to turn this generator into a laser cutter with the right equipment.
Okay. One thing at a time. That crystal we need here, we found actually out in the mining room with the drill magnetic something, the generator. The generator is this thing here. The enclosure, I'm pretty sure, will be either this or something else like it. No, wait, this will provide the handle. The enclosure will be something else. So we don't have to mess with that at the moment. I wonder when we will be using the data cable though. Anyway, let's see what's in this tank.
Attention warning, hydrochloric acid.
There is a highly complicated mechanism built in which ensures only qualified personnel actually operate it. This will not be easy. I will scan my databases for any instructions.
Result. Push both plastic parts aside and then pull the lever.
I would never have guessed that.
Of course not. That's a child safety law. And you're not a child. Ugh, forget it. I need some kind of container to transport this stuff.
Like a glass flask. And let's not have a look at this apparently.
The laser cutter we used in our last mission could not be salvaged. Only the generator itself, as well as the power cell, are still functional. You're right. You need some form of defense. A precision scale discreetly integrated into the table.
That's not how you would normally look at something mounted to the table. But I digress. Oh, by the way, there's an oven here as well. Let's just have a look at that.
This baby won't work without power.
And we will eventually need to do something down there, but yeah. that is for a later episode. Maybe the next one, but well, can't be sure.
They obviously never finished the work on this cable shaft. There's a hollow, sturdy metal cylinder here full of holes. Some kind of cable duct, I suppose.
I want to stick my data cables in there. I'm not allowed to.
It's hanging onto a few thin metal plates that are connected to the shaft.
Let's make those plates go away.
I can probably detach it with these.
Job well done. Now let's go back to the drill room. See if we can get that crystal, among other things.
Why would I do that? I don't...
Use it on the crystal then.
Maybe I can get it out like this. The acid isn't affecting it, just the rock around it. I wonder if it might work now. Yes! The rock is crumbling and the crystal is coming out slowly. There it is. 3 cheers for chemistry. These stone and metal samples are so heavy, I can't move them an inch. There are even some crystals inside them.
Oh well. I thought you might be needing more of those crystals for something else, but I guess we shall just have to do without. Do we actually have all the items we need now? Huh, yeah we do actually. Okay, so let's go in here and do the thing. Let us DIY a laser cutter.
I found this with the laser generator. Some sort of...
Yeah. Enclosure. Crystal. Generator. Handle.
Yeah, that might fit. A little bit here, more like this. Looks pretty good.
There is a saying for this, Tessa. All things considered.
Now let's blast the gunk off the crane.
Be careful with that construction.
I told you, physics don't lie.
And adventure games don't care either way.
Works better than expected. The stuff is coming off the shovel nicely. Oh, it's vibrating a lot. Hold on tight. Done. What's the... Turn off! Oh,
Over here.
damn! That was close. If Mark had seen that, he'd be lecturing me right now.
I would gladly switch into lecture mode.
Stop yabbing. It worked. That's what matters. I should be able to move it with the console now.
Physics don't lie. You are correct.
Well, that's one way to rid the inventory of an item that you will no longer be using. And with that, let's call it an episode. There's still more to do in the next one, such as oiling the rails and whatever else. So yeah, stay tuned. And yeah, more stuff is on the way. Although, we might actually be fairly close to the halfway point now. Short game, but